Hi everyone, today I want to talk about a classic and entertaining episode of Patrick Bet David's podcast featuring David Pakman. This conversation was quite revealing, and I believe it showcased a clear disparity in intellect between the two. The content is mostly about government spending. My channel has been growing quickly, and I hope you will like and subscribe to help me continue to grow. Thank you. Let's dive in.
That wasn't my question.
What was your question?
My question was, as a general principle,
Yeah.
are you okay paying a little more if you get more?
Same question. In my eyes, it's the same thing. Here's why the answer is no.
Oh.
Okay. The reason why the answer is no, I love your sarcasm. The reason why the answer is no is because if I give somebody, a relative, $1,000,
Okay.
it's the last $1,000 going to give me. I'm telling you, bro, I'm going to pay you back $1,500 in 2 years.
Yep.
Never get it back.
Okay.
2 years later, you come back to me. Hey, this time give me $5,000, but I promise you, I'm going to give it back 10 grand.
Yeah.
Okay, no problem. Here you go. 2 years later, he comes back up. Dude, this time I'm asking for 10, but I'm changed.
Right.
Mm-hmm. I'm good, bro. Mm-hmm. Trust me.
I'm a changed man.
Give me the money.
Yeah.
I'm going to fix it. If you give it the third time, you're an idiot in my eyes. We keep giving money to people with zero accountability, and we just keep saying, here go
What
spend this
money
money.
are you talking about?
$1.9 trillion.
But money for what programs?
Any programs that we're giving money to that there's no accountability for
Which
is being
programs are
wasted.
those?
Any one of them.
But name
include
one.
military. Include any of the entitlement programs that we have.
Like which one?
Include welfare. Include food stamps. Include any one of them. We
But I
can
don't-
pull it up and I'll tell you right now any one of them.
But what I don't understand is, what do you mean by there's no accountability?
Can I give an example,
Yeah.
please? Because I think what you're trying
The
to say
fact
is
that you don't know where I'm going with this is an issue.
Well-
because so what you're saying is you know exactly what happens with the money when you give it to when you pay taxes?
No, I just don't understand what you're talking about.
You really don't know what I'm talking about.
Let me give you some examples.
Can I just give one
Yeah.
example and then we can open this up and you guys can have
Yeah.
fun doing what you're
Yeah.
doing. What I think you are saying is fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And I think what Patrick is alluding to is the fact that we are now at $30 trillion in debt.
Okay.
And the fact that we keep piling on this issue of like, I get it. We all need military. We need the police. We need the firemen. We need all these social systems. We need a social safety net. We need welfare. We need Medicaid. We need Medicare. I think what his point is like, at what point is enough? Now we want to pile more stuff into our storage unit that is already filled to the brim, and we're going to keep piling and piling and piling more. And at what point is he saying, can we stop funding the government this way? Because it's not a good look for us, because we're at 31, 32, 35 trillion. And what he's saying, I think, is like, we're going to have to make some cuts and make some adjustments.
Okay.
And you're saying, let's double down. Let's keep adding some to this stuff.
I didn't say that.
No, I'm like, you want to add more systems, you said.
I think
You said I want one or two more.
No, but wait a minute. You really didn't understand what I just said.
Did he not understand it, or did
you?
I not?
I'm asking you.
I want to get to just a very specific example
Yeah.
of a specific program that
Yeah.
you're displeased with.
Buddy, anything.
Throughout the episode, Pakman demonstrated an impressive grasp of complex political issues. He articulated his points with clarity and backed them up with data and logical reasoning. In contrast, Patrick often resorted to a vague generalization and anecdotal evidence, which made his arguments feel weak.
So you're against all government
I
programs.
didn't tell you all government programs.
So which ones are you against?
If you give money into programs that you're coming out saying, hey, we're going to spend $88 million for this.
Okay.
If you want me to pull it up and we can go through expenses and tell you which ones works and which one doesn't, we can do that as well if that's what you want to do. But if you constantly come to me for more money, let me just put it to you this way.
Yeah.
What does it mean when a company or an individual is in debt $200,000?
When a company or an
When an
individual
individual,
is in debt.
let's just say I'm in the $200,000.
Okay.
And it was $100,000 5 years ago.
Okay.
It was $50,000 10 years ago.
Yeah.
It was $10,000 15 years ago. I come to you for another $50,000. Should you lend it to me?
Probably not. No.
What are we doing? What are we doing? We're lending our taxpayer.
It sounds like you're analogizing.
But we're lending our taxpayer money, and we keep getting into more and more and more and more in debt. If the government was an individual or a corporation, I don't understand why investors keep giving this government more money when they have no cash.
The critical answer is the government and countries are not like households or companies. That's the difference. Everything I'm saying is just being relayed to me, usually interrupting me incorrectly. So now I'm having to clean up what you think I said to then answer the original thing. My point is the following.
You said those three are different things.
They are different
Explain
things.
why.
They are different things.
Explain.
With a household
Yeah.
or corporate budget or debt, you at some point at the end of the day don't have any more recourse to carry the debt, and you either have to declare bankruptcy or you have to, all the things that you know. With a country, of course, if the economic growth becomes decoupled from the growth in the national debt, that is a problem. We've seen it in many, many countries. But in the United States, and again, I'm not saying who cares about the debt or the deficit, but I think we have to appreciate that there's a difference. If your economy keeps growing, if that national debt grows more or less in parallel with the growth of the economy, and it continues to be backed, you don't get to that day where there is the you're now being evicted crisis that an individual has.
Bet David seemed overwhelmed at times, struggling to keep up with Pakman's analytical approach. This was particularly evident when they discussed an individual in debt. David explained perfectly why we can't compare an individual in debt to the government in debt.
That doesn't mean, let me say this one more time. I'm not saying the debt doesn't matter. There are people who say it literally does not matter. I'm not saying that.
Here's the question. Okay, so but let me kind of try to give the point of the example I want to give to you.
Yeah.
So what is a sign when an institution keeps increasing its debt? What sign is there? So if I keep getting fatter, is it because I'm a big bone person, or it's because I may have a bad diet and not exercising? What do you think?
I guess you
need polls.
personally.
I forgot.
You personally?
No,
I guess I'd have to ask your doctor. I don't know.
If you're a small bone guy, you don't seem like you were big when you were. Have you ever been 200 pounds?
No.
Okay.
No.
So if you all of a sudden next time you come on the podcast, you're 250 pounds,
you
should
would
I
be
be
worried
concerned?
about me? You should be concerned.
So can you accidentally become 250 pounds?
It would be a number of accidents in a row.
Exactly. Which, by the way, you probably enjoyed your dinner. You probably enjoyed your food.
Right.
But if you came back 250 pounds,
Yeah.
as a friend or even somebody that's in the similar space that we're creating content,
Right.
should I off camera say, hey, bro, what's up?
I would appreciate it if you did.
Okay,
Yeah.
I should do. You're a father, you got a kid.
Yeah.
I'd like you to be around for your daughter.
Thank you.
Statistically, we're a better society when we are.
Right.
Okay, so if you come to me and I'm smelling bad,
Yeah.
I'm not shaving, I look
don't have
like
the cologne
crap, I
and-
have nothing, and I'm getting worse week after week after week, should you question it and say, Pat, is everything okay?
I think so, yeah.
Bet David frequently interrupted and tried to steer the conversation away from points he found uncomfortable while using analogies that didn't make sense. I don't know why Patrick has such a hard time understanding that governing is extremely complicated. You can't just add or cut spending programs in the blink of the eye. There are a lot of things that need to be considered, such as impact on society, economic considerations, political ramifications, and how to implement them.
I don't know whether we're actually understanding each other really that well, because I'm with you. If there are programs that are wasteful, how do we define wasteful, right? That's the difficulty. But if there are programs that are wasteful, if there are programs that are not economically stimulative, if there are programs that are being used for fraudulent reasons or whatever the case, I'm going to be right there with you saying we need to do something about this. The things I'm looking at when they are done in other countries, the country doesn't become socialist. You can still own your business. They don't socialize your business. They don't communize your business. None of those things happen. Many of these countries have really good business environments, but they're just saying, hey, we have enough riches here that this capitalist system has created, which I'm in favor of, where we can do a couple more things. That's all I'm saying.
What I'm saying to you is...
You don't want it.
No, it's not what I'm saying to you, that I don't want it.
Yeah, we can't afford it.
If you can stop interrupting this entire damn show,
it's not fun, is it?
No, I'm good with it. It's part of having conversations with people. It doesn't offend me. But
David is right that there are many countries that illustrate far-left ideologies can lead to successful governance, characterized by high levels of social welfare, equality, and citizen engagement. Their political systems often prioritize collective well-being over individual profits. Some examples include Norway, Sweden, Denmark, Finland, New Zealand, and even Canada.